Practice examination 3. Question 1. Why would you input email addresses into the BCC blank carbon copy field when you send a formal email to many recipients? Pause the video, answer the question. Answers B. To hide recipients' email addresses from one another. So it's when you want to send an email but you don't want others to know that you've copied somebody into it. Web browsers should display a website in the same way regardless of whether the website is viewed on a PC, a tablet or a mobile phone. You should always see the same information. This is called, pause the video, answer the question. The answer is D, W3C, World Wide Web Consortium Standard, W3C. Which of the following is an example of low-cost asynchronous communication? Remember, synchronous means that it's two people that can speak at the same time, such as a phone call. Asynchronous is where one person communicates and then the other person communicates in turn. Answer the question, pause the video. Okay, the example, the answer rather is web chat. So you post a response and somebody else posts a response. So it's one at a time, a bit like an email really. The others are all examples of telephone calls. What does VR stand for in video gaming business? Pause the video, answer the question. The answer is a virtual reality headset. So it makes your surroundings look real. So it makes you believe that you're in the environment that you're seeing on the computer. Question 5. The file name extension of the open source standard software associated with presentations. Pause the video, answer the question. So the answer is B. An ODP is a kind of open source presentation. Question 6. You're working on a project involving IT using macros, script shortcuts and spell check and completing your project. All these are examples of. Pause the video, answer the question. All those help you improve productivity. So the answer is D. So whether it be an automatic an automatic script that runs something maybe within a spreadsheet, and so for repetitive tasks, scripts are a similar kind of thing. Shortcuts enable you to do something quickly by pressing a key combination. Spell check help you change spelling and grammar, correct spelling and grammar quickly. They're all going to help you do your job quickly. Question 7. An example of proprietary, remember that's paid for software. Proprietary paid for software which does not share its source code and requires the purchase of a license fee. So you've got to pay a license fee on something. They don't share the code, so a community of people like you and I can't change it and improve it, and it's paid for. Pause the video, answer the question. The answer is iWork, C, which is a kind of Office, Microsoft Office, but it's not Microsoft, it's for Apple. So it's for Apple devices. The main advantage of portable apps such as OpenDisk, Notepad 2 and Inkspace is that. Pause the video, answer the question. The answer's A. You can run them from a USB stick. So you just plug a USB stick into any computer and it runs from there. You don't need to install it. Works quickly. Very portable and very convenient. Question number 9. Social media is playing an increasingly important role in finding a job, and some potential employees decide to put details of their social media profiles on their CVs. Which social media profile is finding a new job? Pause the video, answer the question. The answer is LinkedIn, so that's a social media platform to share your CV to try and find a job. It's important to set SMART targets. Remember that's an acronym, SMART. Specific, measurable, attainable, relevant and time limited. Measurable, what does that mean? So Pause the video, answer the question. And the answer is that it defines when it's achieved, so you set a time limit. It's got a deadline, basically. An Internet Protocol address. Define one of its features. Pause the video, answer the question. So I did spoilers there. So what it does is it identifies you on a network. So it gives your computer a particular number. So it communicates then your number, the number of your computer, over the internet. So it identifies you as the host, your computer, on the network. You could also say, I suppose another good answer would be that it consists of 4 decimal numbers. So 4 numbers. Number 12. List 3 characteristics of a strong password. Pause the video, answer the question. The answer is that it's got at least 3 characters. It's got upper and lowercase letters and numbers in there as well, and it includes some special characters such as a hashtag or an exclamation mark or a question mark. In recent months, the term fake news was coined to define some information found on the internet which appears to come from reliable sources but not actually based on fact. Facebook and other social media portals have been accused of promoting fake news and urged to stop it. Should social media be responsible for preventing fake news? Explain your decision for 2 marks. Pause the video, answer the question. Okay, there's no right or wrong answer to this. So if you would say no, then you could say social media are not the internet police, users are responsible for what they put online, and social media shouldn't be censored. However, you might think the other way around. You might say yes, social media should have control over the content, and they should control posts and trolls, and they should verify information to make sure it's correct and it doesn't cause harm such as bullying or promoting lies. Name 2 risks that online dating and the use of the dating app can pose to users. Pause the video, answer the question. So you can get fake profiles, somebody pretending to be somebody that they're not, and grooming as well, where someone take advantage of vulnerable people, especially people lying about their age, possibly that they're older than they say they actually are. Stealing details, stealing personal details is another good one as well. So any 2 from those 3. Apple Pay and Android Pay are becoming a popular method of paying for items and services. What are the advantages and disadvantages of new payment methods such as Apple Pay and Android Pay? 4 marks. Difficult to think of 4 things? Pause the video, try and answer the question. So it's quick and convenient. So you can use your phone with contactless payment for Apple Pay and Android Pay. That's basically what it means, contactless payment. Using your phone, quick and convenient. So if you don't have your wallet but you just have your phone with you, you can pay using your phone. You can get loyalty points, safe, so you can use your fingerprint or your face recognition for a password. So any one of those and any disadvantage. What happens if your phone runs out of battery? Not all stores use this form of payment, so you might turn up at a store and it doesn't have it. You can only spend a limited amount of money, usually about £30, and what happens if your phone gets stolen? Then that's not safe. Some internet users decide to use something called a virtual private network for browsers to hide their internet activity so people don't know you're on the internet or what you've been browsing on. 2 examples when this technology is beneficial, and 2 times when it would be damaging to the user, business and or society. 4 marks. Pause the video, answer the question. So, keeping confidential information secret, so sharing data but keeping confidential information secret, good for things like banks, if banks need to exchange information, or for the government. Increases productivity, allows the company to have people working outside of hours, they don't have to come into the office. And 2 damaging effects, people can use something called the darknet, so past criminal activity over virtual private networks, sometimes called the darknet, and illegal downloads of copyright content as well can appear on virtual private networks as well, so they're hidden. So websites doing illegal or harmful activity. Any of those. Thinking of the last practical IT project you completed using cloud technology and open source software, positive and negative effects. 6 marks. Difficult question this, difficult exam paper this. Difficult, you've got to say about input and output, maybe information flowing throughout a project, so orders coming in and then packages going out, information going out. Provide 1 mark for provide an example of what they did at each stage. 1 part. So say for example, using the cloud, maybe an app or social media or something, gave me easy access to sharing information with other people. Maybe you're writing a post on a website. You can use the computer anytime you want, from anywhere you want, if you're using cloud-based software. Maybe you say something along the lines of, if the internet was down, it was difficult to access the cloud. Using a wiki allows you to work on the same document at the same time. And maybe you could print things off or send information to a teacher or something like that. Difficult question that, really, about using cloud software to share and collaborate. There's 3 aspects of acceptable use policy you may agree to. So when you sign up in year 7 to use the computer, 3 things that you'll abide by. No bullying, no hacking, and keeping your passwords safe and not logging on as somebody else. Respecting other people, so being polite online. All those kind of things would get you a mark. It's important to make IT systems and platforms user-friendly. Name 3 features or adjustments that users with disabilities could benefit from. Pause the video, answer the question. So for people with colour blindness, typically people with colour blindness hard to differentiate between certain colours such as red and green. Maybe you can select the right colours for them and not put red and green together. Red and green should never be seen. Using a magnifier tool for people with visual impairment so they can make the text screen bigger. Maybe using text alternatives for graphics. So if you can't see a graphic, maybe it describes it as text rather than a picture. Maybe things like drag and dictate and Simi for narration, so you can talk into a device and it will type or give you information back. So speech recognition. You've been asked to help update a website of a small business. Describe 3 main elements of content management system. So that's where you're using a browser to upload information to build a website. So a website builder like Wix.com. 3 marks. Pause the video, answer the question. So it allows you to delete or modify content, so you could add pictures or change text with a website builder. change the background layout and format, and you can use templates so it sets out your website neatly and easily at the beginning.